Welcome, guys. This is our first episode of HIZ HERZ Podcast, where we discuss relationships, pop culture, friendships, family, life, love. I am Precious Tuesday, not to be confused with any other day of the week, and this is
C.O, aka Mr. Piscopo. How you doing?
I'm doing well today. How are you?
Man, I'm doing lovely.
So let's talk about it. So how did this podcast come to fruition? Like, what were your thoughts? What made you want to do this? What is this exactly? Like, put the audience on game.
Well, like a backstory, right? Me and Precious, we have a lot of conversations and we have some deep conversations, and I'd be like, damn, we should share this with the world. So today, let's share some of these conversations that we have with the world, and let's try to get other people's opinion, other people's perspective. What do you think about that?
I do think that it's a good idea,
Right.
but we have to set some ground rules.
What are the ground rules?
Are we going to be open?
Open enough.
I don't know what that means.
We'll be open.
Okay. Are we going to be honest?
Definitely honest.
Okay. Are we going to be transparent?
Definitely.
And are we going to try to learn something from each other out of this conversation?
Definitely. Also give something to the audience out there that they can learn from.
I love it.
You love it?
I love it. Let's do it.
So what do you want to talk about?
I'm going to go ahead and let you pull the fish out the tank.
What about sacrifice versus convenience?
Okay. And are we going to talk about sacrifice versus convenience in a platonic or a romantic relationship?
I think let's start with platonic.
Okay.
Sacrifice. How far would you go to sacrifice?
I would go very, very high to sacrifice for a friend. And I feel
Right.
like sometimes people use friend very loosely.
That's true.
But I'm a Virgo. I'm very, very loyal. So if I'm down with you, I'm down with you. And if I'm not, I'm not. There's never a gray area with me. So either we in or we out. If we're out, I'm okay with that. But if we're in, we're standing 10 toes down. Like, you gotta know what you stand for. You gotta know what you're about. So if I'm rocking with you, I'm rocking with you. But in return, I expect for you to rock with me in the same way. And unfortunately, sometimes people get that misconstrued.
They do. And I see it all the time. Just like sometimes people put you in compromising situations as well. So you become sacrificial at that point.
I agree.
And that's very hard.
What's an example of that?
Something like very dark. Just something I was looking on the internet the other day about some kids. It was a little 17-year-old boy. And he goes and knocks on this 12-year-old boy window, tell him come take a ride. Now this 12-year-old boy is probably looking up to the 17-year-old kid like, man, that's the big homie. And he'll ride or die, he'll sacrifice everything for this guy. But to what point? Do you sacrifice your freedom? Do you sacrifice your life? And how far do you go? So eventually in this story, the 17-year-old ends up killing 3 other kids in the car. And to show his loyalty, he tells the 12-year-old boy he has to shoot the 3rd person. And the little boy shoots the girl, kills her. Now, weeks go by, but then the police come pick him up. Then he's like, what am I supposed to do? This is my homie, and he's telling me he was gonna kill me if I didn't do it. But how far do you go for friendships?
Like I said, I'm going to the mountaintop, because if you're my friend, you're my friend. And if you're not, you're not. But I'm definitely going to the mountaintop. Now, I'm not catching a case. I'm not doing that. I'm also not a ride or die person. Let me out the car.
Right. Oh,
Like
okay, yeah.
I'm not one of them. Okay? That's not who I am.
Tell you to get out the car?
Yeah, I gotta get out the car, because we have to have an understanding on what we are doing. Like, people need to me, And a lot of people don't like to have hard conversations.
Right.
What are your expectations? Because it's possible that I may not be able to meet your expectations, so we can't be friends.
That's true.
But if I can meet your expectations, I in return want to let you know what my expectations are. Because everybody has different issues. Like I have different issues with friendships. I have different issues with the way I was parent. I have different issues, so you never know what may trigger somebody.
You're right about that.
So if we're friends and I call you, but you're constantly pressing in, that may trigger something that you're not aware of. But because we didn't have that conversation to discuss what our expectations are, you're unaware. But I can have abandonment issues. I can feel looked over.
Wow, that's deep.
I can feel like not wanted. I can feel as if I don't deserve for people to pay attention to me. So I think in a friendship, people need to have the hard conversations. What are your expectations? Because I may not be able to meet the expectations to be your friend.
You're right.
And it doesn't mean that we can't be cool, but we can't be close.
My expectations for a friendship is to be honest with me, that's one. Be straight up, just be positive. That's all I want is just positive energy. Don't bring negative energy. Don't bring scams. Don't bring...
Scams is wild, but go ahead.
Scams is wild, but it's crazy. I've been put in some crazy situations. And it's like, you testing my loyalty and I don't feel like that's cool. What?
Did you guys have the conversation about what their expectations were and what your expectations were?
I mean, sometimes you just know. If you know, you know. That saying right there goes deep.
That can get misconstrued.
You think so?
I 1000% think so. Because I can be feeling a certain way and you can feel the total opposite. Like I could be like, oh, well, he for sure likes Burger King. And I come in here with some Burger King, you be like, what is this? Is this not Chick-fil-A? Who said that?
Right, but you're not gonna come in here and say, I bought this burger, so you gotta eat it, even though I'm vegan. It don't work like that. Don't sacrifice, don't force me to do something I wouldn't do.
That's not a friend.
That's not a friend. But some friends do that to you.
That's not a friend. That's not your friend. So I think at that particular point, I try to, it doesn't always happen, but I try to self-analyze at least once every 45 days. Because sometimes I have realized I am the problem.
You think so?
Yes, for sure. I am the problem. So with me self-analyzing, it's like, okay, I expected too much of this person. I thought it was this, but it wasn't this. I thought it was that, but it wasn't that. I thought I was somebody that I'm not. So with me self-analyzing, I realized, okay, this person is not a friend to me on the level that I need them to be a friend. However, I don't have to cut them off. And again, we can be cool, but we can't be close.
Right.
Friends are not gonna put you in compromising situations. That's not a friend. That's the opportunist.
All the time. I feel really bad. I mean, I read a book. It's called Live Like Buddha. And one thing I learned about life is you can't expect anything from anybody. All you could expect from them is, I could only expect for you to be you. That's it. Whether you're right, whether you're wrong, I could only appreciate you for who you are and who you're not.
Unpack that a little bit more though.
I had a friend that was a killer. I mean, he was a killer. I mean, serial killer. I'm not no serial killer, and I don't condone that. But I mean, I had to accept him for who he was and who he wasn't. And I was never gonna put myself in a compromising situation with him because I ain't think like, who knows, this dude might try to kill me one day.
Okay, can we unpack that? So how did you become this person's friend and how did you learn that they were a killer? So I got questions where I need answers. And then why did you continue being the killer's friend?
We grew up as kids.
So y'all grew up as kids?
Kids, 12 years old, 13 years old.
What happened with your values and his values to where you went one way and the other one was like, get the gap?
He went that way and I went this way. I never forget the first time I saw him go off the rail. We were like 15 years old and we ordered some Domino's pizza and he robbed the Domino's pizza man. And I was like, oh boy, this dude is wild. After that, it was like,
oh no. Oh no.
Robbed the pizza van. But.
And what did you do in that moment though?
I was like, wow, this dude is wild.
Okay, so why at that,
pizza.
This is your friend, y'all 15 years old. Why wasn't you like, that's not what's up. You can't be robbing the pizza man. The pizza man know where we live.
Yeah, he did. But see, he sent the pizza to the wrong person's house. And that's when they robbed him. Robbed him for the pizza.
Okay.
And when that happened, I just say, man, this dude is really wild. But then, I mean, like, you got love for him. You know, you grew up, we went separate ways when we got older, became teenagers, and we became adults. But then when I realized when we were adults, it was like, wow, this what you've been doing with your life? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, hey, you know, hey, I love you, but that's you.
We can be cool, but we can't be close.
We can be cool, right.
So how do you choose who you surround yourself with?
The older I get, I just learned that, you know, like Cheerios, I posted this. Keep your circle real small. That's how you keep it healthy. Cheerios is very healthy. Mm-hmm. But keep your circle small because you have some goofies around. Mm-hmm. And they just have goofy intentions and do some crazy things that it's just not healthy. Like I want anybody that's around me, I want somebody that's trying to make it happen every day. Just grow, give me better life, give me better experiences in life. And if you don't have that, I mean, I don't think you fit in my realm or my life. And I definitely don't need no new friends.
Do you give what you're asking for though?
Sometimes I give too much. I overgive, I sacrifice, because that's what, I don't expect anything, but I would expect that's what people do. It's like be genuine, be real, give yourself.
Do you give too much or do you give to the wrong people?
I don't never think it's too much, but maybe to the wrong people.
Okay, so what do we do to address that? What do we change? Because it's like we talk about it, but you gotta be about it.
Small. You gotta figure out who are the people that mean the most to you in your circle and that's trying to do the best for you in your circle.
That's not hard for you?
Not anymore. It was at one point because I just felt like everybody was genuine.
Okay. And when did you learn that they weren't?
My first experience in high school, a friend of mine, asked me to do something, which I shouldn't have been doing anyway, but it's like, man, you know, I need help with something. Can you hook me up with somebody? And I hooked him up with somebody, and I ended up going to jail.
Okay. All right.
And I was looking at 15 years, but just because I was a kid, I got 2 years house arrest, 2 years probation. But from that point on, it's like, dang, you can't trust anybody. Then you get older, and you're like, yeah. There was one girl. I was dating this one girl. Thought everything was cool. Come to find out, she had 2 kids.
She didn't tell you up front, or you felt like there was something wrong with that?
She didn't tell me up front.
Okay.
Like she had a kid, I was like, all right, cool. But then she had another kid, but didn't tell me about the other kid. And I'm talking about we hanging out, and you pregnant hanging out with me and not telling me, then you pop up with another baby and then I just so find out you got another baby?
And did she tell you why she wasn't being transparent or honest?
I think that happens when people aren't themselves. Like, you try to, it's a facade. You want to be somebody that you're not for somebody else. Be who you are. Don't try to be something for me that you're not, because then it's not gonna be that. Then it just mess up the whole relationship at that point.
So did you have a problem with her not being honest and transparent, or her having 2 kids?
Her not being transparent, because you could think you're one. I could think she's this, but in reality, she was a clown because she did something else. She lied.
Okay. How old was she?
Think about this. You dating a guy, and you like, he's telling you he's a firefighter. He come to your house, y'all hanging out. He have on his little firefighter outfit every day. You like, dang, I just got off of work. And then one day you find out he's the janitor at a high school and not a firefighter. Mm-hmm. How would you feel about that?
I would feel hurt.
Why would you feel hurt?
I would feel hurt because this is my thing. Don't lie when you don't have to. And if
That's
you can't,
what I mean.
And if you can't be comfortable with whom you are at this particular stage, then you will never be, because you're gonna grow.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? More doors are gonna open, different things are gonna happen. But don't lie to me when you don't have to.
Don't lie.
But I can't just make him be a clown. Clearly, I was at the circus too, eating popcorn and peanuts. So we all have to have accountability. Like, we can't be like, oh, he was a clown, da 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 da. Well, clearly I was on the couch being at the circus too. What's the next act?
No, but you were being you.
No, because this is the thing. We all have intuition, and we know when something ain't right. But sometimes we overlook when something's not right for the benefit of just the moment. But you gotta think about it. Do you want the moment or do you want the lifetime? So I have definitely been a part of the circus more times than I would like to be.
And I hate to group all women, but a lot of women do believe in the lie a lot.
Believe in what?
The lie.
What do you mean?
They fall for the lie all the time.
From a man?
Yeah.
I don't think they fall for it. I think that some people are not okay with being by themselves, and some people lower their standards on what it should be. This is the thing. We live in a society where social media takes up most of our brain power.
Right.
And we see certain things and we see, oh, it's couples goals, this person did this person did that, so on and so forth. So we're gonna wanna have that feeling too. We all want to recite Sierra's prayer and have our Russell show up.
So is that a sacrifice?
I don't know if that's a sacrifice. I think that is knowing what you want and knowing what you stand for and not settling for anything in between. I can't settle for somebody who's not the ideal person of who I want, no matter if I love them, no matter if I care about them, no matter if I think they're a good person, no matter if I think that he has potential, because I can't live my life on potential. And it doesn't take any love away, but it's like I cannot sacrifice who I am and what I stand for because of this is who you are right now. And sometimes timing is just off. It doesn't mean you're not a good person. It doesn't mean you're not a great guy.
Timing is off, okay.
Timing is just off.
I can respect that more so than anything.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard for guys to really get to that level. It's hard for anybody, not just guys, just anybody, but people expect you to be at a certain level. But I guess you have to play at your level. If she ain't on your level, stay at your level until you...
But this is the thing too. Some men don't mind building their woman up to whom they want her to be.
That's true.
So if the woman is willing, again, it's part of the hard conversations. These are my expectations. These are the desires of my heart. This is what I'm looking for up front. And if I can't meet them, you're gonna have to find somebody else to do it. because I ain't her. And I'm okay with that. And it doesn't mean that we can't be cool. Like, you like to eat, I like to eat. We can go get something to eat, but I can't be that person for you.
Right.
That's it. But nobody's willing to have the hard conversations. Nobody's willing to stand 10 toes down. Nobody's willing to go right or left. Everybody just likes to be in the gray area. Like, let them do it, let them do it, let them do it. Let him break up with me. No, let her break up with me. Like, what are we doing? And to me, I feel like those type of people are cowards. They're cowards. And when we're talking about people who don't know who they are, you don't know who you are because you're a coward. If you don't like it, you don't want it, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it, you're a coward.
But sometimes in situations like that, that's where the word sacrifice comes in. Sometimes you have to put up with a lot of BS. It's just how long do you put up with the BS? Everybody has their own timeline.
That's very true. That's very, very true. But I feel like life is short. And I feel like we need to treat every day like it is precious and like it's our last day. So if I'm sitting over here playing hopscotch and double dutch with you, when I can be over here on a jet ski or climbing a mountain with this person, what am I sacrificing exactly? My unhappiness to make you happy and to make you comfortable?
Yeah, you're right.
Nah, find somebody else to do it. Move around. Because there's just too many people in the world. And I may love you, I may care about you, I may think of you as the moon and the stars. Mm-hmm. However, I gotta choose me. Because I can be over here with you. Every time I'm with you, I'm miserable. I feel like I want to become a Marvel character when you walking through my kitchen and just attack your ass because I'm just like, you getting on my nerves. I'm not feeling you. Like,
oh boy.
Like, just none of that. But also, too, why am I putting you through this? Because we're not that.
Right.
We're not that. And if we're not willing to do anything to fix it or make us that, then I'm a coward. And I gotta own that, and I gotta stand 10 toes down on that.
Well, that sounds like another word, selfish.
I'll be that. Okay. I'll be selfish for me.
Have you ever been selfless?
I have been selfless. And I was selfless when I lost both of my parents before I turned 30. I was selfless when my dad had a brain aneurysm. I was selfish when I stopped working and took care of my mom because she had cancer. I was selfless in relationships, trying to help you build your dream and putting my dream on the back burner. I was selfless in choosing not to go out of state to college because it was like, oh no, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. I was selfless with myself, you know what I mean? Giving too much. Like, I'm always on the phone with you. Hell, let me journal. Let me talk to me. What's going on with me? Like, let's get off the phone. I'll talk to you later.
So is it a bad thing to be selfless?
I think you gotta just choose who you wanna be selfless for. I'll be selfless for my husband because me and my husband at that particular point are one.
Right.
Will I be selfless for my boyfriend? Nah, we probably need to talk about it. Like, what are you trying to do? What do you wanna do? How can I help? I'm always happy to help and assist. But for me to be selfless for no shade, but just a random man, I'm not willing to do that.
Right.
But for my husband, sure.
Damn.
I don't have a mom or a dad anymore. So there's no, you know what I mean? There's no need for me to be selfless for them. That has already happened.
Selfless and sacrifice. Those are two good words.
So are you willing though?
I've been selfless my whole life. Selfless for my friends, selfless for my career. I put my career aside for my friends.
Mm-hmm. But what has that done to you?
It's a gift and a curse. It's like a Sour Patch Kid. It could be the worst tasting thing, but then sometimes it's a bittersweet moment.
And why haven't you chose to do anything about it?
I mean, now I'm being very selfish. I'm doing me now. I'm traveling, I'm doing me. You wanna come? You could be a part of my world, but I'm not sitting around just waiting on nobody. That's it.
Okay. All right. So paint the picture.
Yeah.
What does a part of your world look like? Because you've been selfless all your life.
Yeah.
So now that you're not selfless and you're being selfish with you, you're not for everybody. You're not making deposits everywhere. You know what I mean?
Selfish,
what does that look like?
Selfish is trying to be the best version of me now. Not compromising my happiness for nobody else, not fake laughing for just so everybody else could be happy. I'm doing me now. If you gotta accept me for me, if you don't like it, you could catch an attitude or whatever. I'm gonna just keep it moving.
But what does being a part of CO's world looks like? What does that look like?
Like a carnival, not a circus, a carnival.
Okay, and what does your carnival look like?
Ups, downs, rounds and rounds, just having a good time.
Okay. Is it a good time for you, or is it a good time
It's
for
a
the
good
other
time
person
for
at the
me.
carnival?
You can be a part of my carnival. I mean, you may like roller coaster rides, you may like the highs, and you may like the lows.
Okay, so coming to your carnival, because that's what we calling it,
The
clearly.
carnival, not the circus.
The carnival. So coming to your carnival, does that person get to be like, hey, CO, can we play this carnival game? Or, hey, CO, or you just like, nah, this is the itinerary. We doing X, Y, and Z.
Exactly.
Okay. Say
'Cause
less.
I've been there, done that.
Say less. All right.
Unless you just want me to watch you do this, but I've been there, done that. At this point, I'm just trying to find peace. That's my journey, finding peace in life.
Okay. All right. And do you know how to get there?
That's the journey. You never know. It's like you gotta work hard at trying to find peace. Like that line Drake says, I've been losing fins and finding peace. That's real.
Mm-hmm.
Just finding peace, not living for nobody else, not waiting. Just, that's it.
But don't you think there's like a beautiful, like a blessing and a beautiful, I don't know, serendipity with living for somebody else, or just having a partner in crime?
Unless I have kids, that's it.
Okay.
If I had a kid, then I could live through my kid, but that's the only thing. Other than that, I've been losing friends and finding peace.
Okay. All right.
Serendipity, baby.
You know?
But would you sacrifice your happiness for convenience?
I would not sacrifice my happiness for convenience.
Have you ever been in a relationship for convenience?
Yes.
I'm talking not just any type of relationship, friendships or anything. Was it for convenience?
Yes, it was for convenience. Did I know that it was for convenience at that time? No, but I'm older now. It wasn't necessarily for my convenience though. It was for the other person's convenience. And that's circling back to being selfless. If we dad, we dad, and if we not, we not. And I will do my all to, I'm a thoughtful person. I'm a thoughtful person. I try to be considerate. I am willing to have the hard conversations. I am willing to figure it out by any means necessary.
Right.
And I have, unfortunately, chopped myself down for other people's convenience, to make them feel good.
Or have you ever been in a relationship or friendship for convenience? Like, even like some people go to get a job just because it's convenient or it's close by my house. I mean, it pay the bills, but it's very convenient. Instead of like working really hard and be like, yo, I got this degree, I might have to drive 2 hours to work really hard, but no, this is convenient over here, so.
I think a lot of convenience depends on who you are and who you want to be.
Right.
and what you want to do. So if it's convenient for you to be at home all day and not execute anything, you don't really want to be part of a successful group.
That's
So
true.
it's all too about like your mindset. But I feel like convenience is something that everybody wants.
Convenience is uncomfortable to me.
Convenience feels good to me
Does it?
because a minor inconvenience can mess up my day. Okay? A minor inconvenience can mess up my day. So convenience feels good to me, but it's levels to everything.
I work so good under pressure.
Not I.
I love the pressure. It's like a challenge to me. I think convenient is just so boring to me. Maybe I have like ADHD or something like that, or something.
I think it depends on too, like who you are, what you like. Like me, I like to be thoughtful. I like to be considerate. So convenience just don't,
Mesh.
yeah, like I like to think ahead. I like to plan ahead. I like to know what I'm getting into. I don't
Right.
just don't throw me on a hot air balloon and I'm like, how we end up here.
Just like I just threw you on this set right here.
Yeah, that was wild.
But how was it?
wild. I mean, this is the thing. I think that you are a visionary. I think you're super creative. I think that you know what you want to do. I think sometimes you allow your mind to just become overwhelming to where it's like you can't sit still and plan. That's to me. I'm only one person who know you, but that's to me. That's my experience. However, I think this is great. But moving forward, I think that we should communicate on a different level about what we're doing and how we're doing it and what it looks like.
Okay.
So, and I think that it can definitely be amazing, but I appreciate your creativity. I appreciate if you see a star, you will pull it out the sky. And I think that is amazing. I think you have multiple gifts, multiple gifts. And I want you to execute all of them. All of them.
Well,
but not conveniently.
you're the muscle, so you the one that's gonna make me.
No,
Make it happen.
I think you got it.
No, you the muscle.
No, you got it. I'm telling you, you got it. I have seen things that you have done.
She's the muscle, y'all.
I have seen things that you have done. So,
Hey, the L.A. Oprah, that's her name right there. L.A. Oprah,
LA
Precious
Oprah
Tuesday.
is wild. That's wild.
L.A. Oprah.
But we made it.
We made
it. Call time was how long ago? But we made it.
We made it, and we did a good job.
You did a good job. This is something that you knew that you wanted to do. I didn't bring this idea to you. You brought this idea to me. And me, being a friend, I support anything that you want to do. And with that comes sacrificing my own time, sacrificing my comfortability, being inconvenienced.
But it was
Because I
convenient
believe in you, though.
Okay.
Because I
Sacrifice and convenient, y'all. Look at that.
Because I believe in you. So again, there is levels to everything.
Wow.
So you got to determine what level you are on with that person if you're willing to do that. That's what I always said in relationships. I always want to be, I'm never getting married if I think I ever have to get a divorce. Because I'm never getting a divorce because it's like you're never gonna make it if you give up. You can't give up. That's the only way people make it. That's the only way people stay together is because they did not give up.
Because you go through some bull crap.
Yes, but in the event that it's just like, Precious, I really don't want to be with you no more. I like you as a person, but I'm not in love with you.
Right.
Let me go. Don't hold me and not allow me to live my life and not allow me to be a blessing to somebody else.
Right.
That will break my heart because
Damn.
feelings change and I'm okay with that. But don't hold me hostage to where I can't be somebody else's blessing. And I've been in those situations to where it's like, if you don't like me, cool, because I don't like you either. But don't hold me here and be hostage. Like, let's end this to where we can be friends. to where we can be cool. You understand what I'm saying? To where it's like, if I see you in the grocery store, I see you at this concert, I see you at whatever, you know what I mean? It's all love.
That's
but
crazy.
People become selfish. Do not hold me hostage. Do not stop me from being a blessing to somebody else and for somebody else being a blessing to me, because I have so much life to live.
Damn.
And if you are hindering me for 24 months and you don't even want me, then you are selfish.
Selfish.
Because we can be cool.
Sacrifice, selfish, selfless, convenience. Inconvenient.
Just don't do that to me. I think that's what will break my heart.
Wow, that's beautiful.
That would literally break my heart, because I believe that people can be blessings to other people in different ways than that person could imagine. And if you don't open yourself up to allow those blessings to come to you, then you will always have the thoughts of this, I'm not that. I don't want to be 90 years old and being like, you know, actually, I could have been woo, woo, woo. And now I'm like,
That's selfish right there.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm not built like that. And I'm honest with it though. I ain't built like that. I'm not built like that.
Well, that's dope, man. That was a deep conversation. And hopefully we can have some more deep conversations like that.
You know, we'll try again, guys, at our correct call time.
Hey, you know, this is the first episode of His and Hers, and then maybe next time we talk about some worldly things, you know, what's going on out there in the pop culture, what's going on Instagram, what's going on TikTok.
I love me some TikTok.
You like TikTok?
I love TikTok.
I like Snapchat. I like the stories they have on Snapchat.
I don't really be, I don't know, it didn't quite curl my curl all the way.
They have some deep stories, I love that. And TikTok,
Really?
Yeah, I like the live on TikTok. I spend so much money on TikTok. That's what we should do, man. We're gonna get this podcast so big, then we're gonna have a battle on TikTok.
Wait, no, what do you do on TikTok? What do you spend the money on TikTok for?
Battles, they battle each other.
Battle each other how? Like games?
It'll be like his and hers. And then they have a conversation and it'll be like, well, the his over here, we doing our thing over here. And they send coins over here to me. Then they'll send coins over here to you. It's crazy.
I didn't know that. I just be on the For You page.
I spent so much money. I done spent a stack.
On the TikTok?
On TikTok, like for no reason. It's stupid.
All right, well, we're gonna work on that, CO.
Yeah, we're gonna work on it. I need to get me a dragon. It's crazy. We're gonna get there.
I'm gonna support you in your dragon.
Hey, well, thank you for coming. Just the first episode, you know. Give us your opinion on what you think we should talk about or how we could make this better. And
that's all, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
Ha ha.